Hey everyone, here in a busy Grand Central terminal. It's Thursday, October 20th, 2022, just past 7 o'clock. It's 7:10 p.m., 56 Fahrenheit, 13 Celsius. Did a little bit of traveling today with the train. I just got off the train. I'm back in Grand Central. I went to see the fall foliage in the Hudson Valley, and it was absolutely gorgeous. You know, it's also absolutely gorgeous seeing this train station and all my viewers here right now. What I'd like to do today is to walk across 42nd Street. I don't think I've done a walk across 42nd Street in a while. And maybe we'll go up 11th Avenue or 10th Avenue in Hell's Kitchen. We need to make our way to 42nd Street first, which is over here. Let's go through the One Vanderbilt entrance and see how well they've changed it and improved it. Thomas, do you think Grand Central is the most beautiful indoor space in New York? I think I'd have to agree with you there, Thomas. It's hard to beat Grand Central Terminal as an indoor space. I remember showing the line for the Empire State Building observation tower. Let's see what's going on with the summit, which is One Vanderbilt's observation deck. Long Island Railroad will be coming soon to Grand Central Terminal. It looks pretty busy right now. Long line for the summit as well. So be prepared if you're coming to New York City at this time. I suspect it's only going to get busier as we approach the holidays. The lines for the observation towers are going to be long, especially Empire State Building, as we saw. The summit right here, and One World Trade Center I saw was a little bit busy as well. Kung Mao is saying people want to see the beautiful night views of New York City. I would say that the daytime is better. I don't really enjoy the nighttime views from the observation deck as well as the nighttime. I feel like you see a lot more during the day. So that's just an insider tip. You can see a lot more during the daytime because, as you can tell, there's more daylight during the day. Tommy Sir said it's like you never left Toronto with those TD banks around. Yeah, TD banks everywhere here in New York. You definitely should NYC skyscraper get to 1 Vanderbilt. Aren't you a bit aggressive, man? Taxi drivers already in the crosswalk before stopping. And you know I'm gonna harp on it all the time, but reckless driving, people not paying attention now. You have to be careful of this now in New York, more than ever. And on a daily basis, I'm out on the New York City streets and I see it. Steamship wants to go shopping in New York. Lots of shopping available here, especially coming up on 5th Avenue, which is the most well-known shopping street in New York. Keith Haven says definitely dangerous to have your earbuds in playing music. Yeah, I wouldn't really recommend it now. Better to be aware of what's going on around you rather than listening to your podcast or music or my live stream. All right, we have reached 5th Avenue. Who wants to go shopping for some luxury items like Tiffany and Louis Vuitton bags? And if you want budget, you've got Zara here. Zara's the budget option. Deborah Robin says you're all in. Zara's got a pretty good display. I don't think it's possible. You won't go wrong with getting Zara over Louis Vuitton. John Smith saying Louis, not Louis, but it's written as Louis. So it should be Louis, right? It's Louis Vuitton. That's how it's written. How about we start calling 5th Avenue as 5 Avenue? I'm going to 5 Avenue today. John Smith said, I thought you were being serious, not sarcastic. Glad you caught me. I say things on purpose just to see if people will catch it. Maybe I got to stretch out my accents a little bit more. We're in New York City, man. New York. A city's so good they had to name it twice. New York, man. This is New York. New York City. I even got the audience riled up back there. It's like, yo! Oh, we gotta check this out. Bryant Park Winter Village is under construction. This is my favorite holiday market here in New York. Let's see how many stalls are available this year. That's right, 77 Hunam. In less than 2 weeks, Bryant Park will be alive again with the holiday market. Bryant Park Holiday Market, Winter Village. L. St. Clair, you didn't know anyone growing up who actually spoke like the New Yorkers of the movies? Yeah, they get the most un-New York people to do the New York movies, right? Kind of eerie to be here, and there's nothing open. It's kind of creepy, to be honest. It's like Halloween started early here. David, the ice skating rink is not open yet. You can see they've blocked it off. They're building it right now. Bryant Park Winter Village is coming up. Is that the Zamboni being brought in here? Steamship TVs, some will be Christmas shops, but they encompass all the holiday spirit in New York.
And I hope there still is something.
No, she could just say, I'm going to take this and you can't manage it.
Hopefully we could still walk around the park. Usually this side of the park is the last to get set up for the Winter Village.
I think it's exactly, and my point being, what the offer is, you could show them, they could potentially do it. They can't, but you know,
Yeah, you can see they haven't really started building this yet. They just put the materials down. David asking if I think it'll snow before the end of the year. I'm not a fortune teller, unfortunately, and usually that's really depends on what the weather brings. From my experience, it's more likely than not it does not snow in New York before January, but we have had some significant snowfalls, so don't discount it right away. Busy constructing. And the carousel is up, but no one's using it. They have more materials for the Winter Village here. Is the water fountain still running? Let's see. Yes, it is. Awesome. Good water. Looks like the Winter Village is going to be just as big as last year.
Oh, we gotta tell Tom and Diana now.
They have all the stalls on this side as well. Yeah, still kind of quiet around here. Once the Winter Village opens though, it's gonna get a lot more busy. David asking what's my recommendations on the best pizza in downtown Manhattan. My favorite in Manhattan is Bleecker Street Pizza, the Nona Maria slice. Joe's of Bleecker Street is great too. I still haven't had it though. D-Web asking if I'm back in New York City. Does it look like I'm back in New York? I think this question is self-explanatory. Yes, Snorlax 321. Always a beautiful night in New York. Yeah, Ali BHG. I think I'm just gonna let people figure it out from now on. How about I stop answering questions if I'm back in New York, if I've moved back, or haven't moved back. I am where I am. Let people just enjoy the moment. because if you obviously listen to my introduction song to the live stream, you can get a few hints from there.
Christmas time, there's all the stores.
Here's 6th Avenue. Live taxi call, look at this. Kick to the curb with 99 cents. Thank you, Kick to the curb, 99 cents. Appreciate it very much. Beautiful view of Times Square coming up. Can't believe it's almost 2 more months until we see that Times Square ball drop again. Eddie Perez says you can't keep up with AK anymore, but you tune in when you can. Heck, just the other day I caught up with everyone's comments, or the comments that I could reply to.
What's the session?
Good honk. 2 thumbs up for you. I gotta do honking reviews on Action Kid Extra now, not just food reviews. Wonder how much it is to stay at the Hilton Garden Inn now. Probably pricey considering how many people are here in New York. Also the Knickerbocker Hotel. This is a little bit of a tricky intersection because there's no traffic going straight, only turning cars, but people cross against the light anyway.
Yep, no.
Times Square 42nd Street Station, transfer the NQRW S1237 ACE at 8th Avenue. See if you can say that faster. Oh yeah, Steamship TV. Times Square really is the tourism capital of New York and the lifeblood and the essence. It's getting crowded on these sidewalks now. Dutchman, you really enjoyed my walk with urbanists across the Brooklyn Bridge. Yes. I really enjoyed my time hanging out with urbanists exploring cities, who, by the way, just recently passed 100,000 subscribers. So you can go on to congratulate them. That's definitely a huge milestone for any YouTuber. Madame Tussauds, I actually went in here a few weeks ago.
What is wrong with this woman?
Yep, Robert, Ariel will get a plaque, the silver play button. Who's that?
You gonna call Daddy? Is he gonna pick you up? Love you guys, bye.
The Rock almost got punched. Wow, look at this. Terror Haunted House, the NYC's largest haunted house. I haven't seen this before. Welcome to terror. Okay. Don't bring your scared kids to this block. You might be asking for it from your kids if you bring them here. It looks like that haunted house is going to be a really popular attraction. Stylish Bunny says, I'm the scared kid. Stargazer, thank you for $7.77. Appreciate it, Stargazer. Thank you very much. I think the scariest haunted house in New York City, though, is Blood Manor on Broadway in the Tribeca neighborhood. That one, they have like crazy rooms and live actors. I watched an interview with the cast people the other day on YouTube. They said some people even went in there and they had to leave early, or they've even pissed their pants going into that haunted house.
She said there was one over there.
So busy here. Looks like they're taking down the scaffolding there on 8th Avenue. Yep, S1, this is the Port Authority bus terminal. I was here not too long ago. Janet R with $5. Will you be going to Salem again this Halloween? I really enjoyed it last year. Janet, you're gonna have to stay tuned and find out. I had a lot of fun in Salem last year though. I went to a haunted house in there too and I streamed it. Even took the highlight of it, put it on Action Kid Extra. But for those of you thinking about going to Salem for Halloween, let me just warn you, it's very advisable to take public transportation there because a lot of people had frustrations getting in by car, and even those who got in by public transportation, they didn't really anticipate the amount of crowds. Yeah, Laurie, I'm glad I went to Salem last year. People were so creative with their Halloween costumes. Yeah, Ali, with Salem, I hear the same thing from people. The people who don't really like touristy things, they say avoid Salem during the entire month of October and go during any other time, you'll have a better experience. And in some ways, I can reason with that. Salem is a small village, so if you go during October, you risk not being able to get into restaurants. The stores will be super crowded because everybody wants to go there for the same reason. Just like today I took Metro North to the Hudson Valley because I anticipate starting tomorrow and over the weekend, people are all going to go do the same thing, to go up to see the fall foliage. The train's going to be super packed and the restaurants, you can't even get in. So instead I went midweek on a Thursday. Ali says he'd rather go to Concord, Massachusetts or Lexington than Salem. Yeah, definitely better options if you want to avoid crowds. These cars are all going to the Lincoln Tunnel, connecting Midtown Manhattan to Weehawken, New Jersey. Whoa, that was a little bit close. Bike rider. Adam says he likes to go to the non-tourist places in New Jersey and New York before Halloween. That's smart. I find that this month the travel plans really kick in and the city just gets more and more crowded. It gets hard to do the stuff you want to do when there's more people. Let's cross, we got 2 seconds. Now this is the quiet part of Manhattan, the more residential side of 42nd Street. Nicole Squash. Wow, a whole squash club. Squash with us. I don't even know the rules for squash. It looks similar to table tennis. Norse mythology asks me if anyone knows if Metro North has an express train that avoids all the small towns. Absolutely they do. Because I took one today. The first stop after Harlem 125th Street was Tarrytown. And it avoided all this intermediate stops like Marble Hill, Yankees 153rd Street, Croton Harmon it even bypassed. And when I went to Connecticut, there was also an express train, and the first stop I think was Stamford. This one sounds a little bit fishy. Is it going to say what again? I bet it is. We found another one. This wait button is saying what? What? What's up, man? This is so loud. It's so loud. What? What's it gonna say afterwards? Ah! Breaks my hearing, man. Can I cross, man? What's your problem? I said, what's your problem? Alright, I gotta video this. I'm gonna... This is hilarious. Just do it raw. What is the meaning of life? Oh man. Okay. Something is definitely wrong with the talking crosswalk there. Jada says, ask it again and didn't hear you the first time. I think he's gone deaf. RK516 saying it's possessed. Quite possibly. He added. Adam said you just ignore it and wait for the walk signal. Yeah, that's advisable. Otherwise, you'll never know when to wait. Recline Estate saying good evening, you were walking that street today earlier. Yeah, you might have passed by the talking crosswalk bar and that's malfunctioning. Adam saying, do you know any non-tourist places to go in October? Yeah, like practically any normal New York City neighborhood that's not known for tourism, especially the outer boroughs. And if you want to go to other places throughout the world, you don't have to go into the city centers and do everything that they're known for. As I like to say, travel guides are only suggestions. You have to figure out what you like and explore those on your own. Some people like Halloween. They want to go to the Halloween events, see all the people, the costumes. And then there's some people that can't stand the crowds. They'd rather go to the local parks, enjoy nature and scenery. So I can't really tell you what to do. So this is 11th Avenue. I'm going to walk north on 11th Avenue and see what's going on here. I know there's a lot of new buildings around here. These are actually my favorite type of talking crosswalk. It has a very audible beep to it. The other ones, not so much. This entire ground level is for lease. I wonder what they could put here. Oh, Laurie prefers the smaller celebrations and walk neighborhoods with my younger nephew, but fun to see the bigger festivals too. That's awesome. Also, going back to the non-touristy question, you come here to 11th Avenue. This is definitely not in any tourist guidebook. Up, that scooter rider is riding against traffic, also with no lights on. I see the food court is still open here, the Gotham Market. I remember passing by it last year. Nolly saying, are the streets less safe now in New York City? So many videos of street crime, etc. in social media. I would say yes, it's less safe now in New York. Especially when it comes to traffic safety. I've noticed a large increase in incidents between pedestrians, bicyclists, cars. As far as general crime goes, I don't really notice it that much because it doesn't really happen that often. I still think New York City is a safe city. But I do notice it when news media reports crimes throughout the city. And I also hear from others as well. Mikey Master saying fake news. I wouldn't necessarily say it's fake, Mikey. Crime levels definitely are picking up. But like I said before, I still think New York City is relatively safe. It's just been less safe than it was, say, 10 years ago. This building has high ceilings. That's true, Doug Rock. There's a lot of different colors in that building. Here's an old school sign. The plumbing, hardware, and lumber. With free parking too. That's actually pretty rare now in New York, especially in Manhattan. This part of Manhattan is very unique. Still some industry here. Here's a car wash. I might get sprayed by water. $22 for full service, $26 for super wash. Hey, it's actually not bad for a car wash. I do notice this part of Manhattan though, they are having trouble filling their leases. Like on 42nd Street, that big building has had a vacancy over here as well. That's right, Hung Mao. The water spray is nothing compared to the Niagara Falls mist. Yeah, I was getting a free shower at the Niagara Falls, and I wasn't even like down at that level. Here's the Cadillac car dealership. Fancy looking car. Wonder how much they're asking for these cars now. Looks like they're busy repairing the curb here. Usually this happens when they're installing new curb extensions. They didn't even remove the plastic yet from these rough surfaces. I don't even know what these are called. Instructions, sure wax. It's kind of like that plastic when you get on electronics, you just want to peel it off. They didn't even finish it over there. Here's the Toyota dealership. I have a Toyota car that I'm embarrassed to say I overpaid for, but I needed it, so I paid for the car. But on the flip side, I got a good interest rate on the car, so I've locked in a low interest rate for quite a long time. These are all Lexus cars. I don't see Toyotas. Uh-oh. We gotta go around this. The caution tape broke. I know, Kirby, Toyota owns Lexus, but I didn't see any Toyota branded cars. That's what I meant. This is a nice, wide protected bike lane. We made it to 50th Street. Also, I spotted something very rare in Manhattan. especially in Midtown. A gas station, look at that. It's $5.49 for regular, $5.89 for the mid tier, and $6.49 for the high tier. Good grief. You're paying for convenience because there's not that many gas stations left in Manhattan. Here's Porsche. That's right, David. Most gas stations in Manhattan are above 110th. Yeah, this is one of the very rare gas stations in Midtown. Sidewalk is closed. Yeah, I see that. We got to use the temporary detour. This deli is open 24 hours. Definitely very quiet in this part of Hell's Kitchen. And I'm noticing a lot of empty storefronts here, as I said before. Life with Patty saying gas is $8.65 a gallon in Northern California. My goodness, that's pricey. You know what I'm really concerned about though, that not that many people are talking about, are the low supplies of diesel. And diesel is going to be a big problem because I heard there's like less than 30 days supply of diesel gas left. And diesel, it supplies all the commercial trucks and the deliveries. Also, some people use it for heating as well. And I don't know what's going to happen when there's no more diesel left. Sabrina Fairs, I just read a headline about that. Yeah, it's a really, really pressing concern right now. John Scone saying heating oil is diesel with a red tint. That's not good. I hope the diesel supplies get restocked soon. Otherwise, there's going to be big problems. Here's Mercedes-Benz. Anthony scored, all right. Yeah. Venetia David with £5. Thank you, Venetia David. Thank you very much, Venetia. Jaguar. My jaw just dropped to the floor. Oh my gosh. Venetia says you'll have to send a bigger super chat to get me one of those. Yeah. Over $100,000 for a car. That's a lot of money. Audi is across the street on the corner. Andrew Morales, $2. Have I ever been on a helicopter ride in New York? No, I've never done it, Andrew. I've actually considered it before, but to be honest, I don't really think I'm that interested in riding in a helicopter. As novel as it sounds, you could really get stuck in the middle of the helicopter and not get a great view. Plus, when you're in the helicopter, there's a limited amount of time that you can be up there. Like, it's usually a 15-minute ride. I'd rather go to the observation tower and be able to see it that way. I've also recorded a few videos from planes landing in New York City, which kind of is a similar experience. Let's go check out BMW on that corner. Wonder how much the BMWs are. They do have a pretty large showroom though. Mini Sue says, look to the left, Terminal 5 is one of my favorite music venues. West 56. Too late now. I already passed it. But let's see if I could find it. Never knew there was a place like that here. One of your favorite music venues. There's a music venue here somewhere. Maybe over here. Yeah, I'm not too sure where it could be. Oh, it's the Gray Building. Okay. Interesting to have a music venue over there. I think it would work though. Let's check out BMW. Wonder if we'll be able to see any prices in BMW. We might be able to. I see a sticker on the side of that car. Yeah, this one we may be able to see. Still kind of tiny. I just see $0 and 2,500 annual fuel costs, but I can't make out any of the prices for the car. It's too tiny. They're nice looking cars, but you're probably paying a lot of money for this. Any sticker for this? Nope. And the sticker over here is on the other side. Let's head on 57th Street now. Maybe we'll head towards Columbus Circle. Yeah, PL 830 CBS Studios. Across the street, CBS Broadcast Center. I think CBS is even up over here too. I see a sign for CBS. Yeah, it's all over here. The CBS Broadcast Center. Yep, this is all CBS. Thank you, Pete Mancilis, for $5. Appreciate it, Pete. Thank you very much. We're going back to Busyland in Manhattan, getting closer to Columbus Circle. Yeah, Eddie Tech, the Auto Tech place is after the dealerships. Auto Tech collisions. I guess it's needed, right? Bacon says, do you ever get lonely and sad during your walks? Sometimes I do. It was more so really in 2020 when everything was shut down. That was a pretty morbid time to walk around, to be honest. That's when it really felt lonely. You can go back to the videos I made during 2020. It was such a strange time. $29.57 plus tax to park here. Early bird special. Minnie Sue says it was heartbreaking. Oh, absolutely. I hope we never have to experience a time like that again. To be honest, I don't really even like to look back at that time because it was so depressing and morbid. I have those videos still there, but I find it kind of a good thing that people have moved on from that time. Even when I look at my analytics, practically most of my videos from 2020, they're not really getting that many views anymore. And that's what I generally find with people. People don't really want to watch depressing stuff and sad stuff. And in New York City, that's less alive. It's kind of more for historical purposes rather than for people to rewatch over and over.
Hey, listen.
But that's how it generally is with YouTube and nowadays anyway. People like content that's current and not videos that, you know, were even made a year ago. Joel from Bethlehem with $2. We want to forget 2020. Thank you, Joel. Appreciate the support.
Like you would see what I wear every day.
One of the main cons about living in the neighborhood I just came from, Hell's Kitchen, is it's a little bit removed from the subway. The furthest west that the subway goes in that area is 8th Avenue. The train does go to 11th Avenue, but that's all the way at 34th Street on the 7 train. So you have a little bit of walking to do if you want to catch a subway, unless you want to wait for the bus. And I've known people to live here, that's what they have to do. They have to walk several avenues before they get to the train station. Mike T, you'll still go back and watch some of my older videos. The videos when we were in lockdown were fascinating. Yeah, were. I've gone back to watch some of them, and very odd time back then. Especially me biking through neighborhoods and seeing everything closed. I would say one of the most moving moments that I've ever had during that time was riding my bike through Chinatown and seeing all the store closure signs on all the restaurants. I took pictures of many of them. Some signs were a little bit more optimistic than others. And then some were just literally said we're closed permanently. Store closed permanently. We'll be opening in 2 weeks. Due to the health order, we cannot open. All right, here we are at 8th Avenue. I'm gonna make a left. We'll head towards Columbus Circle. Bacon says, you think Peter Thiel just walked by? Yeah, I'm not too familiar with him. Maybe you could rewind it and confirm it. Isn't this Dunkin' Donuts popular? People need their coffee late at night, I guess. Columbus Circle retail space available.
Oh, right. So I thought you were saying
So we are at the southwestern corner of Central Park. Oh, Bob Kish, Dunkin' Donuts is now called Dunkin'. That's its new name now? Dunkin'? To be honest, I haven't even noticed until you mentioned it. Oh, interesting, Jay. They want to be known for more than just donuts. I think Turnstile Underground. See how they're doing. I remember going down here and they were busy renovating it. I doubt we'll see many places open this late. But the Turnstile Market is over here, the underground market. Not too many people know about this place. It kind of reminds me of my visit to Taiwan when there was that underground shopping mall where the subway was. This is the closest that New York City has to that. And also kind of resembles Toronto's path system. Yeah, a lot of these places are closed for the day. That looks good, the seafood paella. Bacon says it looks like Japan. Yeah, a little bit. It's very similar. Bento box for $15.99. They've decorated this store with Halloween cobwebs. Broadway Makers Marketplace. I didn't see this last time when I was here. Seth asking if I have more Toronto videos left to upload. Yes, I have plenty. Don't you worry on that. Mandu K-pop store. Yeah, everyone's closing up now for the day. Seth says AK is a machine. I'd like to think I'm a person with a normal schedule, but I do work pretty hard. Lately, I've been pumping out 3 videos a day plus a live stream, 2 on the main channel and 1 on AK Extra. Scott says the swagger walk up the escalator. Gotta make it interesting, right?
It's not set up in a way that's functional to walk that much anyway.
Deutsche Bank Center. This used to be Time Warner Center. The Whole Foods supermarket downstairs is pretty popular. Lakers 8823, $2, just waiting for the Christmas videos. I'm looking forward to that too, Lakers 8823. You're gonna stay tuned and see what I have to put out. And thank you 81NA Tester for $9.99. Appreciate the support. Thank you very much.
Well, they're not charging me, so well, they also got my own credit card.
They did change the name Minisu. It used to be Time Warner Center, and Deutsche Bank owns most of the building now. Looks like 1841 Broadway is coming along pretty nicely. Here's the Time Warner Center. And if you want some halal food, Columbus Circle has you. Plenty of halal carts here at Columbus Circle.
All of a sudden, you know, when you talk to me, well,
Here's some more halal food. These food carts are open late. Unlike the Turnstile Underground Market there, you can still get your food here. Nathan's Famous. Here's Central Park. Is that a rat on the top of that garbage can? It is. Holy smokes. Yeah. Be careful, folks. You come to Central Park, you may make some new friends, and those friends may not be your best friends. Central Park is pretty ratty, and I can confirm it firsthand. People think of Central Park as this big oasis in the middle of Manhattan. Oh, it's so nice. Just wait till it gets dark and go into Central Park. You'll see rats scurrying back and forth. Last year in the winter time, or I think it was like early this year, I was walking by the street here on Central Park South near 6th Avenue. There must have been like 5 or 6 rats scurry by. But these are where the rats like to hang out, in the park where they can bury in the dirt. And it's easy for them to find food here. Desert Fox says squirrels during the day, rats at night. Yeah, the rats can get pretty bold right now. As we just saw, the rats are climbing the wire fence trying to get onto the garbage can. I think the rats like to hide by the garbage can for obvious reasons. Pigeons are rats with wings. Yeah, that's the colloquial term for them. You know, Mayor Adams announced over the past few days that he wants to make the time when people put out their trash later, so that rats have less time to feed on the trash. And I think it's a good idea in concept, but I think it may be a little bit too sudden. Because right now, under the current law, I'm not sure if it's changed or not, but 4 p.m., that's when people are allowed to put out their trash on the curb for the garbage people to collect and the sanitation workers. And he wants to change that to 8 p.m. So he can't put out the trash any earlier than 8 p.m. And the problem with that is there's a lot of people whose schedules are already adjusted to the 4 p.m. schedule, like the building managers who work only like until the early afternoon. So it's going to require a lot more changes for people to adjust to, and maybe some additional expense. But I know New York is a city that has one of the earliest garbage collection, how should I say it? Like,
They're like, don't get it twisted. They're like, don't get it twisted.
Like garbage collection preparedness in the early afternoon in the world. All the major cities, they have their times at a later date, later time. I couldn't find the words to even say that properly. The garbage put down time, I guess, 4 p.m. How would you even say that? So it was over here in the wintertime. I remember seeing like 5-6 rats scurry by. So, Square Bet says New York should use trash containers like other civilized cities. Yeah, that would be a good idea, but the implementation of that, I don't really know how that would work. Maybe they can have it where a parking space is gotten rid of on a block just to put a huge dumpster there for that entire block to put their garbage. I don't know. But then people will get furious that parking spaces are removed. I think it is a step in the right direction, though. It will reduce the amount of trash and litter on the streets. Jeffrey W1 says buildings are too large for garbage cans. Yeah, it's going to be tricky. I don't know how garbage collections can be made better. I kind of like the way that Taiwan does it. And when I went to Taiwan, they have musical garbage trucks. When you hear the garbage truck come down, and you have a general idea when it's going to come. With the music playing, people go run out and chase after the garbage truck with their garbage. But I'm not sure if that's practical here in New York. All right. Well, I've reached the 5th Avenue subway station. I'm going to wrap up my live stream here. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. It was very enjoyable walking from Grand Central Terminal to the west side of Manhattan, checking out the car dealerships. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Subscribe, and I will see you later. Hopefully you don't encounter any rats that give you problems like what might happen in Central Park. But I'll see you around. Bye bye.